Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, where we unpack the wild, unpredictable, and often jaw-dropping world of South African politics. If you thought things couldn't get any spicier in the halls of Parliament, think again, because the latest allegations against Mkhwanazi have turned up the political heat to full blast. Now, in case you've been living under a rock, here's the short version. Mkhwanazi, a prominent figure within the ruling party and a well-known name in political circles, has been hit with some very serious accusations. We're talking claims of corruption, misallocation of public funds, and possible abuse of power. The kind of allegations that make voters clench their teeth and wonder whether the system is broken beyond repair. The report suggests that large sums of taxpayer money may have been diverted for personal gain, money that could have been building schools, fixing potholes, or at the very least, keeping the lights on for an extra few minutes before load shedding kicks in. Instead, if the allegations are to be believed, it might have ended up funding private luxuries. The fallout has been immediate. Opposition parties have wasted no time in pouncing on the scandal, demanding an urgent parliamentary inquiry. For them, this is political gold, an opportunity to hammer home their favorite point, that the ruling party has become a breeding ground for corruption. They are calling for transparency, accountability, and swift action. And they're not whispering about it either. These calls are echoing loudly both inside Parliament and in the streets. But of course, every political drama comes with its counter-argument. Mkhwanazi supporters are hitting back hard, claiming that the allegations are nothing more than a smear campaign designed to weaken the current administration. They're pointing to the suspicious timing, noting how these revelations seem to pop up when internal party battles are at their peak. In other words, they're suggesting this might not be about justice, it might be about political chess. Still, no matter which side you're on, the reality is this: the accusations have struck a nerve. And for the ruling party, this isn't just about defending one member. It's about protecting the party's image at a time when public trust in government is already dangerously low. Let's be honest here, South Africans have seen enough political scandals to last a lifetime. Nkandla, state capture, PPE tenders. Every few months, it feels like a new name joins the Corruption Hall of Fame. And the public? They've grown tired of the endless cycle. Scandal breaks, investigation is promised, months of political drama follow, and then, somehow, the story fades without a single high-profile conviction. That's what makes this case so critical. It's not just about whether Mkhwanazi is guilty or innocent, it's about whether Parliament can actually hold one of its own to account. If they fail again, it risks confirming what many South Africans already fear, that the system is designed to protect the powerful, not the people. Political analysts are warning that the stakes here are huge. If the matter isn't dealt with quickly and transparently, the ruling party could face a serious backlash at the polls. We're talking about the kind of voter anger that doesn't just show up in protests, it shows up in ballot boxes, quietly shifting the political balance. And let's remember, we're not far from another election cycle. Behind closed doors, there's no doubt that strategists are scrambling. Do they double down and defend Mkhwanazi? Do they throw him under the bus to save the bigger picture? Or do they try to stall and hope public outrage fades, as it so often does in South African politics? The choice won't be easy, and the wrong move could have long-term consequences. Meanwhile, ordinary citizens are watching closely. Social media is buzzing with debate, memes, and outrage. Some are demanding a full-scale criminal investigation with no political interference. Others are rolling their eyes, convinced that, like so many scandals before it, this one will simply disappear into the political fog. But here's the kicker: even if the allegations are proven false, the damage to public trust may already be done. Once voters hear the words corruption and misuse of public funds linked to a politician's name, it sticks. And in a political climate where trust is already fragile, even the perception of wrongdoing can be devastating. This is why transparency is so crucial. If Mkhwanazi is innocent, a full and open investigation could clear his name. If he's guilty, justice needs to be swift and visible. Anything less, and Parliament risks deepening the public's belief that it's more interested in protecting its own than protecting the nation's resources. The reality is, this scandal could go one of two ways. It could be the moment Parliament proves it can hold the powerful accountable, or it could be yet another chapter in South Africa's long history of political scandals that end with no resolution. Either way, it's a defining moment. So, as this political storm unfolds, we'll be watching closely. Will the calls for accountability lead to action, or will this just be another headline that fades into history? Now it's your turn. What do you think? Is Mkhwanazi the victim of political sabotage, or is this another case of a public official abusing their position? And more importantly, do you believe Parliament will actually act decisively this time? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, and subscribe so you don't miss our deep dives into South Africa's most pressing political stories. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Stay informed, stay engaged, and remember, accountability starts with us demanding it. See you next time.